Then Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a good day. Real quick. So today, this is kind of a I told you so video, but not really because everybody guessed this. Everybody figured that there were going to be more RICOs and more RICOs was to come. That's what basically everybody has said on almost every single platform. So therefore, this cannot be an I told you so video because so many different people said the same thing. So I'm basically just going to be having a video right now, and we're going to be talking about our aspect or the way in which we are receiving the information, or the way in which I'm receiving the information in order for us to be able to talk about this on this particular matter regarding YSL Young Thug Gunna and the other individuals that might be getting indicted. And I have pretty good evidence on a rapper that is next. And they gave him a super public warning. And when I point it out and I tell you, you're going to be like, damn, this nigga Jack really does do research. This nigga Jack really is always paying. Why is these niggas lying on Jack? Also, I just want to point something out real quick. I also want to point something else out real quick. Shout out to the 2.7 new subs that we have on the channel in the last 4 weeks. So in the last 4 weeks, we got 2.7 new subs to the channel. Shout out to you guys, everybody that's new to the channel. And whatever iteration in which you enjoy the channel, we're going to start trying to create other different types of, because we've been putting a lot on all of our different aspects of BBN. We're going to continue to do that, especially since I see I enjoy it so much. So we're going to continue to do that. We're going to keep moving in that direction. Just so I can say this, that is not something that we're going to stop. And just so we could be clear, while everybody is saying Jack Frost does not know what he's doing, what did I tell you happened? I did a thing. The thing that I did worked. When I realized it worked, it was after I did it. So then I continued to keep doing it. I just want you to see something. We have, look, first of all, first of all, I just want y'all to see something. Because I keep hearing that I'm lazy and I don't know what I'm doing. The first thing I want you to see is, do you see how that says 3.6 million in the last 4 weeks? And as you can see, our graph is continuing to go up. So I cannot be scamming if I know what I'm doing and I'm applying what I'm doing and it's working. Literally, the people telling you I'm scamming is scamming. I'm literally applying and it's working. There's no way I can be scamming. It don't make sense. You just didn't listen to the directions. That's it. And I can't force you to follow directions. I only can cover my end. Now, with that being said, numbers don't lie. I don't know what to tell you. Numbers don't lie. So I don't know what the next... Numbers don't lie. What the fuck, yo? Anyway, pardon my language. I'm so upset at myself for cursing so early this morning. We're going to do roll call at the 5-minute mark. But we already had some people drop some comments before the show started. Shout out to Mind, Body, and Soul TV. Says Frost. He's dropping all those Frost. And this is BBN Fam. Then continues to drop more Frost. Definitely appreciate you and all of them blue hearts. Check this out. Listen, pay attention. Besides this YSL, there's something else that I wanted to talk about in the monologue real quick. So we're not going to do roll call at the 5-minute mark. We're going to do roll call at the 7-minute mark. There was something that I wanted to get to in the monologue real quick. Give me 1 second. Listen, pay attention. This is just for not just New York City, but just in general. And I'm hoping that any young dudes out there that, you know, I understand that there's a lot of people that they do things, they commit crimes, and the reason why they commit these crimes is because we have a lack of resources and you gotta eat. I get it. I really, really need for you dudes to understand that we're gonna be going into a civil war real quick. Has nothing to do with us. They're trying their hardest to get us involved by dragging our women into it over this abortion issue. Copy? They're trying their hardest They're trying their hardest to get us involved. The civil war that's going to be coming, it don't got shit to do with us. It don't even got shit to do with white people. It has something to do with the elites. It don't got shit to do with us. It don't got nothing to do with common folk at all. They're just using us. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be clear on this. So I'm talking to our people specifically, right? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, my crib is extremely messy. I'm talking to our people specifically, just so we can be clear. Not that or anybody that want to hear the message. You know, not just our people, but I'm saying this for our young youth. They want to put y'all in jail bad because they want to get you off the streets as quickly as possible. All right? So please, we need to stop killing each other, and we need to stop going to prison. There's a war coming. They're weaponizing our women right now against their opposition. They're not weaponizing our women against us. They're weaponizing our women against their opposition. This is the best way I could explain it. Taking away, stopping women from having abortion. I'm not saying, I think you should have the choice. But stopping women from having abortion is not a black woman's issue. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So every time they come out and they say this is an attack on black women, that is wrong. That is 100% wrong. That's them weaponizing our women. But when a black woman comes out and say that this is an attack on women just in general, that's a honest statement. And that's them, whoever that is that's making that statement, protecting their best interests. But whenever you hear them say that it's an attack on black women, that's them weaponizing our women against their enemy. That has nothing to do with us. But I do believe that women should have the right to choose. I am pro-choice, but I'm not pro-choice for the reason why everybody think I person would be pro-choice. I'm pro-choice because in the Bible it says that we have to make our own choices in order to decide what path that we go down. So people have to have the choice to be able to do these things. That's why I'm pro-choice. Now, with that being said, just so you can have a real full understanding, let's do roll call and get to the show. Shout out to Ant P said, what up, bro? Shout out to Lex Luger said, good morning, and he dropped Frost. Shout out to Krieger Bailey says, Network, Portland, Jamaica in the building. I want to say something real quick. One more thing about the BBN, and then we're moving on. We're going to be having a lot of basketball series that's going to be dropping. That's because that's where I can get to currently and make content for. So we're going to have a lot of basketball content that's going to be dropping. Dudes from the park over here that I play at. I'm going to try to make sure that I get some footage of me playing also. Don't get it confused. But we're going to have a lot of basketball footage that's going to be coming up. It's going to be on the reels. It's going to be in the stories. It's going to be in our regular videos. And as soon as we get our networking shit together over here, it's also going to be on our lives. So I just want to be clear about this. We're going to be having a lot of sports videos coming up. So I'm also going to probably try to talk more sports just in general. And I want to get a sports show going. It might just be like our regular morning show. Tonight's show, and it's just I'm coming on and it's a sports title. That just might be what it is, and we only discuss sports. Now, with that being said, let's get to the show. First thing I want to say is this, and I want to be as clear and transparent as I could possibly be in regards to, is her name Fannie T. Oh, I don't want to say her name wrong. Willis? The DA that is covering this case in, no, pay attention everyone, not kids. No one is kids. We're not disrespecting people like that. Stop. But also pay attention kids, because I was speaking to the kids a moment ago, so I'm going to leave that comment. Listen and pay attention. I told you that they wasn't playing with these fools. Now let me explain to you what happened real quick, and I'm going to tell you the next artist that's actually on the docket. Now, I saw something somewhere that said that the reason in which why they haven't actually went after the other two gangs yet that they're talking about, just so we could be clear, the reason why they haven't went after the gangs yet is because apparently they don't have a specific attorneys assigned to this RICO. It's like you can't have one attorney dealing with like one group of attorneys dealing with 8, 9, 10 different RICOs. You're gonna have the DA, and in the DA's office, there's assistant DAs. The assistant DA then picks some assistant DAs to then go after one of the cases. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then another RICO come up, and the DA will pick more assistant DAs to go after the cases. Now the DA might pull up at all of these particular events, but there's assistant DAs that's actually the people that's doing it. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to get a great example for you could understand this better, think Law and Order. Copy? Think Law and Order. There's the DA. You understand what I'm saying? That's the lady that's talking. The dude that's always yelling at everybody with the white hair. That's the dude that's talking. And there's the assistant DAs. And those are the people that actually go and put the case together. So apparently they haven't assigned anyone yet. I don't know how true this is. I saw this somewhere. I don't know how true this is. That might just be bullshit. Or that just might be them talking about what they know about the legal system. Because that is basically how it goes. But I don't know if they have anybody assigned yet. That's just what I heard. Now, with that being said, there's a rapper that was just performing. When I didn't post this. I'm going to tell you why I didn't post this. Listen and pay attention. Now, y'all see me posting a lot of stuff, right? I post a lot of shit off of the apparently I'm having a problem getting stuff off of Instagram right now. So for everybody that I haven't posted, that's the reason. I haven't been reposting people for that reason. I have like a ton of content that I would normally post because I already have it archived, but I can't get anything right now. So that's what the problem's been. I have an issue, situation. So anybody that I haven't been posting any of your brand new stuff, that's why. I might start reposting some of the older stuff just so I can make sure that I keep certain people on my feed. Now, with that being said, listen and pay attention. There was an artist that was recently doing a show. And while he was doing the show, a couple of artists this happened to. A fan runs up on the show. It happened to Playboy Cardi more than once. Playboy Cardi kissed one of the dudes on the lips. I'm like, what in the fuck, yo? But it happened. At least it looked like it happened. So recently, a fan ran up to somebody, an artist. And I'm going to tell you what was wild. I'm going to explain it, what I saw, and I'm going to tell you who the artist is. So from what I saw was the fan ran up, got close enough to hug him, but didn't. He said something. And when he said what he said, the artist took a step backwards. I think that artist was warned. I think that artist was warned. Give me 1 second. I think that artist was warned right there on the stage. That's what I believe happened. I believe that artist was warned right there on the stage that there was a RICO coming for him. The artist was Lil Baby. Now, if y'all remember in the paperwork that they was talking about the different gangs that they was looking at, 4PF was on there. Also, I want to point something out that I told y'all, and I told y'all Lil Baby was next. And I'm going to explain why I said what I said. Now, I'm not wishing this on dude, and I'm not saying that that's what happened. Maybe I could just be off, and maybe I could just be wrong. I've been wrong before, right? Tons of times, right? I've been right a lot also. But I've been wrong before tons of times, right? So listen and pay attention. I'm going to tell you what sealed the deal for Lil Baby. They have interviews where they went and said that they paid Lil Baby to get off of the streets and go into the studio. Does anybody understand why that's important, or do I got to break it down? If you want me to break it down, I'll break it down, but I've said this a ton of times, and I don't want nobody to say that I'm just repeating myself over, or somebody saying that I don't have nothing new, even though I think it pertains to this particular situation. Would y'all like for me to break it down real quick? It'll take me 2 seconds. I just don't want to waste your time. But I'd be more than happy to break it down. You know, the guy that does no research but stay on top of everything. That guy. The lazy guy that does no research but stay on top of everything. That guy. The guy that just got 3.6 million views in the last month. That guy. Last 4 weeks. That guy. The guy that just got 2.4 thousand new subs in the last 4 weeks. That guy. I tell you what, I just break it down for you just because, right? So, the DA is saying that YSL was a street gang first. This is why the record labels are in trouble. And this is why the record labels are trying to separate themselves from the street activity. The record labels are smart. Listen, those lawyers for Young Thug, they're going to try to defend Young Thug, but they're not really defending Young Thug. They're defending hip-hop, so they're defending the record labels. You heard? Listen, they're defending the record labels. They're not really defending Young Thug. They're not really defending none of these niggas. They're defending the record label. They're gonna go out there, and what they're gonna be saying is that you can't put hip hop on trial. That's what the whole entire case is gonna be. I promise you. It's gonna so much of the case is gonna be about putting hip hop on trial that it's not even gonna be seeming like they're trying to save these niggas. I promise you. Now listen, pay attention. If YSL was a street gang first, and then they took their street activity into corporate world, that means that the funds that they gain from their street activity and everything that they gain from their street activity now is in their criminal enterprise. That means that all of that money is dirty money. So that means that now anybody that just did business with them, and am I going too slow or am I going too fast? Let me know in the chat. So that means now anybody that did business with them, I'm going to repeat this again. Their whole point is, and this is why they're making a point to say that they have been following YSL before the record label began. Do you understand? They've been saying that the criminal organization started in 2012 and the record label started in 2014, 2015. Something like that. So the criminal organization they're saying was there first. They're saying the entire criminal organization structure was there first. All they did was move that into the corporate world. That money was never washed. So that means that every single thing that they're doing from that standpoint right there is in furtherance of a criminal organization. So that means that anybody that they got in bed with on a corporate level, now their books could be open. Now there could be a situation going on with them, and that's why they're trying to separate themselves by saying you can't put hip-hop on trial, in hopes that whenever the fucking verdict come in, what's going to happen is they're going to say, yo, look, these guys might have been guilty of whatever the crimes they're guilty of, or whatever the case is, but hip-hop in itself had nothing to do. The record labels and these people, they had no idea that any of these shenanigans was going on. That's all that they're trying to do. Shout out. That's all that they're trying to. I promise you, these guys is not gonna get. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to wish no bad on anybody, but listen to when their lawyers is trying to defend them. They're not defending them. They're defending hip hop. There's actual people who are now deceased Do you get it? They're not defending them. They're defending hip-hop. These guys do not want their books opened. They don't want their books open. Okay, stop. Rewind. Didn't I say America's going through a civil war? Who do you think owns all of these big companies? The niggas that's fighting. Understand America as an enclosed environment. And every time something happens, it's a pebble being dropped. And the ripple effects, whereas before the internet existed, whereas the ripple effects before would be isolated to an area, now because the way that the internet exists, it ripples throughout the internet. So it goes all over America. So every time something happens over there that you don't think is a big deal, now we can see, because of how information is now more easily accessed, we can see how every individual, if we pay attention, we can see how situations align with others. This is why I'm saying there's no way in the world I could not be doing research if I'm constantly telling you what's going to happen months before it happens. I'm not telling you what's going to happen because I know about only this one thing. Maybe I have information about some shit that you're not even thinking about that just has some kind of effect on this. Just like you can have information about some shit that I'm not thinking about that might be affecting the situation. So therefore your perception of it is different. Now with that being said, the dude ran on stage and whispered something to Little Baby. Little Baby. He took a step back, and he took another step back. The security gang knocked the guy off the stage. I think that was them letting him know. Remember Little Dirk called that dude up on the stage recently? Remember they had another dude run on the stage with Playboy Cardi. 2 dudes, I think. I don't think all of these shits is just coincidence. I think a lot of these rappers is about to get effed over. Because what happens is, let's be honest, Young Thug is the guy to go to. He has sound. You know, like, you get the Little TJs of the world. Get well soon. Has a sound. The A Boogies of the world, or, you know, they try to, I'm mentioning these 2 dudes in the same breath because they try to say that one sounds like the other. Little TJ stole A Boogie sound some shit out. So, what I'm saying is, it's the sound. And you have your sound. And you go lend your sound to other people like what the Migos did. Imagine if the Migos didn't go around making music with everybody lending their sound to all those people. They might have made albums that niggas couldn't fuck with for years to come. But instead, they built their brand, and they have a great brand right now, and I don't knock them for it. And I think they might have made the, you know, not coming from an artistic standpoint, but coming from a financial standpoint, they 100% made the best decision. Dupree Grayson says, just saying that's how they came at Murder Inc. I agree. The other labels are like, Def says the other labels are like they're a front, but we're not a front, we're clean. Exactly, you get it, right? We don't know what them niggas was doing. Anything that you tell us these guys was doing is brand new news to us. We got on the stand and told y'all, as far as we know, he's an upstanding citizen. We don't know nothing about anything. So then now when we find shit out, now they can go and they're gonna have to. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, because this is what I would do if I was their media guy. Now we're waiting for the trial to start. So we're gonna defend him, because we're really defending us. We're not really defending him. We're really defending us. Every opportunity we get, we're gonna talk about how the government is putting hip hop on trial. We got this is bullshit. Every opportunity, like, we got a grandstand. So boom, right? So every couple of months, right? Every couple of weeks, pardon me. Or, you could do it once or twice a week. You have a different person in hip hop just bring it up. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be the same person. So listen, boom. So now the trial starts, right? So after the trial starts, the government is gonna say some wild shit. You still defending. But once the government says some shit where the rest of the whole entire public is like, oh, that's when you make sure that your media people, TMZ, runs into you somewhere and gets your, right when you're coming out of the building. Boom. Right when you're coming out the building. Boom. And then TMZ gets you whatever you're getting, and TMZ will tell you what it, and just be like, we didn't know any of this was going on. We stand by hip hop artists should have the right to express themselves. And then that's the moment. At that moment right there is when you can say, but when you're using lyrics to talk about actual real crimes, we cannot stand behind that. Boom. Right then, right there is no lawsuits coming your way. If I was their media guy, that's what I would tell them. We're waiting for that moment. That's how we gonna get up out of here. No, we're fucked right now. No, you guys, y'all was in bed with some people that they said did some really bad shit. And if anything that they're saying is true, they're pulling up on us. If anything that they're saying is true, they're pulling up on us. We're next. They're coming for all. Y'all know how these dudes do. Those guys work with those guys that work with those guys. They sending their dogs after us. Y'all know who we in bed with. Boom. So this is how we gotta win over public opinion. Fuck whatever they talking about. We just wait. That's it. Play the waiting game. And just keep making sure that people, boom, boom, boom. And everybody that you have coming out saying all of the defense of hip hop, you have to, at that point, this is real talk. So you got to make sure that every single person that comes out and defends hip hop is not a person that makes lyrics that have truth to them, as far as people actually getting killed and or drugs. So Jay-Z can't come out and say this. He's an actual drug dealer. Do you get what I'm saying? It has to be people that, after the fact, when they say we cannot condone this, it's people that didn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you win. Boom. It's a whole win. I'm telling you. And he just says it first, and every single time one of them bring it up, they make sure that they say Kevin Lau's name. Bam. Kevin Lau's. Boom. No, I stand with Kevin Lau's. I stand with hip-hop and Kevin Lau's. I stand with hip-hop. Kevin Lau said it. I stand with hip-hop. I guess Kevin Lau said it best, is what he was walking out the courtroom. We cannot use lyrics to put artists in jail. We can't use art to put individuals in jail. But at the same time, that doesn't give a person the right to try to cover up their heinous crimes by camouflaging it as art. Boom! What up, Team Moto? How you doing? What up, Mark Brown? Says, I think she's bluffing. She is not bluffing. She is not bluffing. I'm telling you, she is not bluffing. She's not bluffing. She's 100% not bluffing. This is how they're gonna hold Georgia. This is a political move. This is how they're gonna hold Georgia. What do you think this is about? You really just think this is about getting street niggas off the fucking stop everything. Hold on. Go on. You think this is really about getting street niggas locked up and put in jail? No! This is politics. This don't got nothing to do with just locking up street niggas because they killed too many people. This is not that. This is politics. This has been planned. The hell? This is not. Yo, look. This is politics. Thank you, T-Moto. Shout out to T-Moto Productions. Oh shit. Hold on, I was about to give you a promo spot and shit. I was about to give you a promo spot. I remember my phone was not over there and shit. So I gotta wait a couple of minutes anyway. Let me give you a promo spot. Also, T-Moto. We did 3.6 million. If you would like to hit me up so you could get on our reels, let me know. We did 3.6 million in the last 4 weeks. If you would like to get on our reels, hit me up. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you one post anyway. But if you would like to have more than one post, hit me up. Is that fair? Because I fucks with y'all. Is that fair? So I'm going to post you anyway. I'm going to drop something for y'all today. I'm going to send me something. Send me that new one that y'all have that's like a, send me that new one that y'all have. Send me that new one. No, I'm posting that one today anyway, period. Boom. Send me that new one that y'all have. Make sure it's, that don't matter. Send me that. It's like I don't know. It's like moving. Like it's like a those puzzles that you got like one piece missing and you got to like put it in the slot and shit like that. Send me that one to my email. I want to post that one. Send me that to my email. Copy, T-Moto. Also, send me some clips of whatever audios and stuff. My email, I can't grab nothing off of nobody's page. I've been trying to grab stuff off y'all pages. I can't grab anything off anybody's page right now. But I do want to, my reels is going stupid, and I want to get some of y'all up in my reels. So send me the shit. My reels is going stupid. I don't know what to tell you. The views is going stupid just in general, just so you know. 3 point, look, just going up. It's just going up. Just up. So hit me. Jack Frost, man. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. I know what I'm doing. I keep telling everybody I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I get frustrated. I want to apologize to everyone for when I get frustrated. But I know what I'm doing. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, especially racist men lie. Women lie, especially women that might have wanted to date you and sent you freaking sexy pics and you didn't respond the way they wanted you to. Lie. But numbers don't. Yo, I really gotta start looking through my videos and getting my little sound bites and posting them shits on Instagram. I promise you. I really need to start getting some of them shits. Oh man. Shout out to everybody that's dropping comments also, because my comments on YouTube go stupid now. Everything goes stupid. With that being said, let's get back to the show. Listen, pay attention. When they had that list and they was talking about all of the gangs that they was going after, if you remember, on the top, when they had gangs that was more directly affiliated with YSL, 4PF was right there. Don't forget that part. "4PF was right there. Don't forget that part. "4PF was right there." So anybody think that, I got a question. Does anybody think that do anybody think, how do you say? Is that a reach For me to say that Lil Baby might be next. I'm trying to get this shit going. Is that a reach to say Lil Baby might be next? And for the people that said still no YouTube check, you forgot I've done this more than once before. You forgot I've done this more than once before. I know what those numbers actually mean and say. I've done this more than once before. Never forget that. Because I've done it 0 times. So, and I've done it more than once before. And there's literally people that believe you when you're saying that you know how to do it and that I'm doing it wrong. That's the shit that I can't understand. I'll be like, what the fuck? I've done it more than once. I know what those numbers mean. You don't. Just gotta stop getting frustrated. That's it. You don't know what those numbers mean. I do. I've done it more than once, man. I got more subs in the last 4 weeks than the people that don't like me have in total on their channel. I'm going to say that again. I got more subs in the last 4 weeks than the niggas that don't like me have in total on their entire channel. But they're telling you that they know how to do it and I don't. They're telling you everything I'm doing is wrong and everything they're doing is right. I keep telling you they're tricking you. The numbers is telling you that they're tricking you. I don't have to say it. But if you want to keep believing them, shout out to you. But if you still want to believe them, then shout out to you. They can't do what I can do. That's why they mad. Think if they could get their channel popping, they'd be talking about me. They wouldn't be talking about me if they could get their channel popping. They wouldn't be talking about me. I wouldn't be that. You really think they'd be talking about me if they could get their channel popping? They need me to stop making videos because as long as I make videos, yeah, I'm the main channel, so I'll push them dead out the algorithm. And they already built me up like mad, so YouTube is just sending my videos to everybody. Because they literally making YouTube send everybody to me because they put my name on their videos. So they making YouTube send people to me. So if I make videos, I'm gonna push them out So by me posting anything, I'm pushing them out anything. I'm pushing them out the algorithm, and then I'm absorbing all whatever their channel was supposed to get. So keep doing what you're doing. I ain't even mad at you. Watch when the next hit comes, and you gonna understand what I'm talking about. It ain't gonna hurt. You're gonna be like, oh shit. So nah, keep doing what you. Actually, you can't stop it at this point. I could literally tell you everything. Y'all been doing this shit for how many months now? There's nothing you can do. It's already in place. You can't even change the names of your videos at this point. You don't even know what you're doing. Y'all needed me to quit. For anybody that support me, they need me to quit. Because their whole algorithm is fucked up. If I start dropping 20, 30 videos a day, you got to send it to my BBN you got to send it to my BBN side. Send it to the BBN side. But send it to my email. That's the best thing. If I start posting 10, 15 videos a day, they going to get pushed completely out. Nobody going to be able to find their page unless you look for it. That's karma. Just so we can be clear. Because I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm literally just minding my business, doing what I do. That's karma. Shout out to King Will. It says, BB and fam, salute. Yo, frauds, talk your talk. This the engine we need. Flip the haters. We went over here. Yo, that's karma. Just so we could be clear. I'm not doing anything to attempt to come do anything to you. I'm just literally doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But because of your own actions, me just doing my regular shit is going to cause negative things to happen to you. That's karma. Not me trying to figure out how to hurt you. What the fuck? Evil is crazy, homie. Evil is crazy. That's all I can say. Evil is crazy. Evil is crazy. It don't matter how. It don't matter. I got way more subs. They all got my name and their title. They about to all get drowned. They can't swim in the deep pool. I got too many subs. They about to all get drowned. They about to all get drowned. They whole channels ain't gonna be able to be seen. They about to all get drowned. The only fortune that they have is that I don't my computers work the way that they work, and I can't fucking upload 10 to 15 videos a day. If my computers work right and I can upload and I can shoot the videos and bang, 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 the fuck, nigga? Your whole channel will be done. All your whole channel got my name in the title. I would drown your channels. I got too many more subs. Only problem is I can't put out the content. So I'm going to flood the fucking reels. Push you straight out. Stupid ass. That's karma. How's somebody gonna say who hating on you? How could somebody come hate on somebody in their chat? How could you say who hating on you while you the one hating? The fuck? How can you be the one hating? Yo, niggas be the person that's hating. And they be like, yo, who hating on you, you bum ass nigga? Nigga, you! You! And since you are hating, every single thing that you're saying about me is magnified and reversed. That shit, you know you are, but what am I? Do you understand the psychology around that? People usually only call people what they are or feel that they are. So when you say something negative about me, usually you're just looking in the mirror and figuring out how to make yourself feel bad. You do understand this, right? You should literally pay me right now because I just gave you a fucking... That's literally in books, nigga. Go read. That's the only thing bad about the TV God not existing no more. That's the only time some of y'all motherfuckers used to pick up a book. Shout out to the Art of D Glass. He says, good morning, BB and family. Thank God it's Friday. Yo, Frost, salute. You already know what it is. Let's go. Rat bastards. No! That's why we need the TV God to come back. So we can encourage some of you motherfuckers to pick up something and look at something other than pictures. How nigga gonna be like, yo, who hating on you, you bum ass nigga? You! 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 Every last one of you that spend all of your time in my chat talking shit. You! God damn it. Hey, when I hit fucking stupid ass keys, baby. Next. The RICO. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why I hit like 8 keys at the same time, but my fingers is not that because I smashed the keyboard. That's why. That's why. Fuck this thing. What the fuck? Niggas be like, yo, your channel is done, son. You got like 300 subs. The fuck is you talking about? Get your shit started. Nigga, you got 300 subs. Get out of here. Get your shit started. You can't get a view unless you put my name in the title. Nigga, you ain't even my shadow. I stepped on something. What up, Kenneth Kenny says, good morning, salute B-More. Shout out to B-More, boom. Who else we got in the house today? Shout out to, I can never say your name. Says, because YSL turned from a street gang into label, you think IRS could be involved in this case? I think 100% IRS is involved in this case, and that's the worry that the record labels actually have. And that's why you have them defending hip-hop, and that's what they're going to defend. They're going to defend hip-hop, I promise you. If you sent anything to my Instagram, you have to send it to the BBN Instagram. Copy? If you sent anything, I got to turn my phone on, it was off. If you sent anything to my Instagram, you have to send it to my BBN Instagram. BBN.network Instagram, not the Jack Frost Instagram currently. And I think my phone is off because the battery is dead. So I might need a second. I don't know what you sent me. I didn't see any alert pop up anywhere. With that being said, yes. That's what I think the actual record. Yeah, that shit's on 0. I'm gonna need a minute. I'm gonna need a minute to get the phone in line. That shit say 0. I need this shit to get charged. Listen, pay attention. And then I check it, King Will. I need a moment. My apologies. I need the phone to charge. Listen and pay attention. Shout out to Portland, Jamaica. Oh, there's nothing I can do. I gotta wait for my phone. That's the only way I can read it. Give me 1 second. My apologies. I'm not trying to put your shit on pause. Just give me 1 second if you don't mind. My phone said 0, nothing. As soon as I would have did something, that shit would have said bye. So just give me a minute or two, and then I'll shout it out. Copy? Appreciate you, by the way. With that being said, listen, pay attention. That's what I believe the record labels are concerned with. You see, because with all due respect, I don't think the record labels was telling niggas to go commit crimes. But at the same time, they probably knew that some things was happening. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't think the record label was like, yo, there's crimes that need to be committed. You guys. I don't think that was happening. I think it was just, oh man, these dudes, really? Oh man, that's what you heard? Oh shit. They did it? Did they do it? You know they're coming after us then, right? Dude. They coming after us. Alright, get the team together. We have to have a meeting. We gotta have a meeting, get the whole team together. We need to have a meeting immediately. Get everybody on what's the name of that? Skype? We need the Skype immediately. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, yeah. We gotta talk about this shit. The fuck? So they're gonna defend hip hop. Because they are scared of the IRS. The IRS comes to rap. Nobody want to get Murder Inc. Nobody wants that. Remember, Murder Inc. won, but woo, they pockets it was drained. They pockets looked like the Sahara afterwards. They looked like they was eating ramen noodles after, and not by choice. Also, stop eating them fucking noodles that them rappers keep telling y'all to eat. Them shits is not good for us. I just keep getting new followers. I don't even barely do it. I'm on YouTube. Y'all hearing that shit go off. Some messages is coming through, but people keep following me on fucking PlayStation. my gameplay is lit, man. Hold on. So they wanna that's what I would do. If I was their people, that's what I would do. So if they're listening, that's what I would do. Anybody hear this? Y'all can holler at them. That's what I would do. The whole entire time, we're going to defend them. Even if they're accusing them of insane shit, we're just going to keep saying you can't use lyrics to prosecute people. You can't do it. Boom, boom, boom. You got to have other artists, people come out that say that won't be in a situation where they'll be, have had lyrics that are true. You have rappers, you have actors, you have, friends, people. They could be outside of, they could be comedians, they could be whoever. And then what will happen is, when the actual trial starts and some evidence come out that look really, really bad, you're going to pay attention to the public outcry. And as soon as the public is like, oh, that's when you come out of the courtroom. You have TMZ there, because TMZ is going to talk to you every day. And every single day you're going to say, no, can't use lyrics. And on this day when TMZ talks to you, what you're going to say is, Mr. Kevin Lyles, this is what you're going to say. You're going to basically say, you had no idea that any of this stuff was going on. But wait, first of all, you're going to say, you still stand as a proponent for the discontinue of lyrics being used against rappers in court, because the majority of lyrics that are being used in court have nothing to do with actual crimes. That the majority of lyrics that speak on violence or drugs or whatever, it has nothing to do with actual crimes. So we still have to fight that battle. And then right after saying that, we do not condone the using of any platform as a exhibition of criminality. We believe that a person should not be exempt of prosecution just because an actual crime that they committed was turned into art. Art should not be on trial. But for the individuals that want to hide their criminality inside of the art, you are putting the actual artists out here that are creating content for their community at risk. You say something along those lines. We love Young Thug. We think that he is a beautiful man and we love him. But if he is guilty of these heinous crimes, we are human beings first. And we stand with the public. Something along those lines. Come right out there and say that. But you better have that shit listed out. You just got to come out and say something along those lines. Because I think and then you just got to go straight on with the, because you have to defend them until you can't defend them no more. You just have to. And this is how you're going to be able to say, whenever they try to pull up on you and want to open up your books or say that you have anything to do with criminal, no, we have nothing to do with none of that. Did you accept any monies? We don't know about none of that. Any monies in which we exchanged or accepted or whatever, it was just solely for business practices. It had nothing to do with any. So they're going to probably be able to look into the books and be able to see what's signed off or something like that, but they probably won't be able to have an extensive. So that's probably what they're trying to hold them off on. Because if you just want to look into our books to see what we had dealings with them is one thing, but if you want us to open up all of our books so you see who we had dealings with all around the world, we don't want that. That's what we're trying to stop. If you want to open up our books to see the dealings that we have with YSL, at this point, that might be something that's not, you can't, they have YSL's books. You understand what I'm saying? So they know what business we did with them. They have their books. They know what business we did with them. What we don't want them to do is open up our books and find out what business we did with other people. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why you have to defend it as whatever they did that has to do with music and entertainment business. We had nothing to do with that. We don't know nothing about that, and we're not trying to prevent the law enforcement or the authorities from doing their job. James H. Johnson Jr. You just had to put a whole name there. Did you want to also put your social security? I'm curious. Did you also want to put that? This guy got his whole name, James H. Johnson Jr., but no picture. Yo, I don't get it. Shout out to Def. He says, yep, because they cannot connect the dots on other labels. Boom. Do you understand? WordPress, let me know I need to oh man. Let me see what this phone is looking like. A little bit more. Oh man. Anyway, so that's why I believe that Lil Baby is next. They coming for 4PF. Because once again, do you remember all of those meetings, all of those interviews that YSL, that Young Thug had, where they was like, yo, we had Lil Baby, right? And so we saw he was real good. You know, he didn't know how to rap. Yeah, went to jail, but you know that jail shit wasn't for him. You know what I'm saying? So we took him out of jail and we put him in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So when we put him in the studio, what happened was, you know, he didn't know how to rap. So we taught him how to rap. He was real good at it. So we put him in the studio and we paid him to be in the studio. Remember when Young Thug was saying that? Do you remember when Young Thug was saying that? Yeah. You're literally saying we took our money that the government is saying is drug money and we put it into this artist. And then this artist we gave to our friend that works at 4PF label and he signed them. Crisis says, did anyone learn from BMF's mistake? Guess not. So yes, at some point I expect them to pull up on Lil Baby. See, because the problem is he might have did 0 things. But if he's making money for 4PF, and in the making of that money, 4PF is having criminal dealings with YSL. Now, he's part of funding a criminal organization. And guess what that puts you in? Up, Steve Corey. I do no research, though. When you the haters say I do no research. The haters. Remember, we got 2.4 thousand new subs in the last 4 weeks. The haters probably got like 400 on their channel. They know how to do this shit, though, and I don't. They'll sit there all day and tell you all the things I'm doing wrong, while they can't get any views unless they say my name. Yet, that's literally racketeering. Supplying money for a criminal organization. Oh, Yo Gotti and them, that's a whole, they got some other shit going on. Memphis is hot. But the government is going crazy. New York want to get in on it. Why you think New York want to get in on it? New York want to get in on the busting big name rappers and having trials. New York want to get in on it. You don't think them judges over there is like this? Ooh, I can't wait to get back on TV. You don't think the judges is over there doing that? You don't think Judge Engelmeyer loved the fact that he was the Tekashi 6ix9ine judge? You don't think he loves that? You don't think the judge in the fucking Amber Heard case, you don't think she loves? They still making video. If they would have let us bring cameras into the motherfucking Tekashi courtroom, they'd be making fucking New York sucks on that. They'd be making, because it was a federal case. They'd be still making videos about fucking Judge Engelmeyer. I would, because I would have had my camera in that bitch. And I promise you they would have let me bring it. If they was letting other niggas bring it, I promise you I could have got it in there. I'm Jack Frost. Damn near all of them niggas knew me in there. Somebody would have lent me a camera. And that's no cap. Yeah, no cameras in federal courts. That's why I said it's a federal court. That's why they didn't let it happen. Shout out to King Will. He says, smacking haters, talk your talk frost. What did the 5 fingers? Say to the face all of the smacks. We leaving paw prints on these rat bastards. Shout out to King Will. $5 drop. I mean, now no blessings from the heavens. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I want to show y'all something. You gotta send it to the other account, team. I prefer you send it to the email, not for nothing. New York want to get in on this. I promise you. New York want to get in on this. This is the new thing. These guys become celebrities when these cases happen. You don't think a nigga want to be acknowledged for doing a good job in their profession? People always want you to be humble and not acknowledge that you're good at something. No, man. You could acknowledge you're good at shit. Look at this shit. 2.7. Hey, gave him the QC. Then little baby started. Oh, he gave him the QC, pardon me. Then he started 4 PF down the line, bro. Thank you, CJ Rivera. He gave him the QC, but my point still is outstanding. Just so we could be. That doesn't change my point, but thank you for clarifying it. That doesn't change my point. My point is whatever he's under is in business with YSL. So he's making money for YSL. And in those interviews, basically, Young Thug admitted to the fact that they were paying him to go do studio time and paying him a lot of money. So therefore, they're admitting a business relationship with what the government considers to be a criminal organization. So now if they have a continuing business relationship, what that's going to do is that might put them under fire by the government. That's what I'm saying. Now, thank you for clarifying, but that doesn't change my point or make my point different. Tim Bullock says, I ain't going to say who because I use my real name, but the streets is talking. Expect to go down in a few days. I expect it to go down in a few days too. The reason being is she just said in 60 days. She didn't say it had to be at the end of 60 days. I realized this when I was thinking about this yesterday. She didn't say it had to be at the end. It could be in 3 days. It could be in 58 days. It could be in 34 days. It's just between now and 60 days. And the longer you wait, actually, the more opportunity you give the niggas that you trying to get caught up to figure something out. So it might be sooner rather than later. DM it to my BBN.network. DM it to me right here. DM it to me right here, Tim Bullock. I ain't gonna say nothing. I just wanna DM it to me right there on Instagram. DM it to me right there on Instagram. You say you saw a rapper let off shots at a pool party that just bad. Fucking. I told y'all this though. Like, not for nothing. I've been told y'all this. Oh, that's what you referring to. Copy. Look at Reagan K. Doing all of the things. We love this chocolates. All of the chocolates. I definitely like when the bottom is bigger than the top. She got big boobs though. But I like when the bottom is bigger than the top. She got nice boobs. Reagan K. Kill her. Let's go. I think that's how you say it. All of the things. Let's make it happen. She talking about baby girl. Oh, I actually opened this up to send somebody a message. Yes, somebody got back to me. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. Yo, details. I'm not gonna say nothing. Details. I'm gonna keep it between me and you. People tell me shit all the time. I think I be knowing everything. People be hitting me up all the time. You be surprised at who be hitting me up. They be like, yo, Jack, why you letting the haters get to you? And they be like, yo. And I keep saying I want to do it with my community though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I do it with us, I feel like I'm doing it. If I go get help from other people, I don't feel like I'm doing it. You feel what I'm saying? If I do it with us, then I'm doing it. You understand what I'm saying? We doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Our community is doing it. I don't want to go get help from other people. I want to do it with you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway. Artie D. Glass says, nothing like a woman with some cakes. But I'm going to tell you right now. All women are beautiful. Don't get this confused. And I love slim girls or whatever. I love all women. Women, if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Don't get it confused. All shapes and sizes. But what I'm saying is, for me, there's just something like a big bottom with not a really big top. I just like that. Alright? That's just me. That's just me. Alright? Like a big bottom with not that big of a top. But most of the chicks I date be having big boobs all the time, so I mean, whatever. Like, only a couple don't. I don't know why. Because those be the ones that come up to me and talk to me. I think when women just got big boobs, they be more confident, I guess. I don't know. Not really, because I know some super confident chicks that don't got no boobs. And these are some of the most confident chicks I've ever met in my life. So that's not true. Anyway, that's a fact. Especially them little things. They be dangerous sometimes, too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't let them get a knife or something to cut you. My fault. I was having a flashback, man. For real, man. Anyway, Lil Baby, 4PF, QC. Who else does QC do business with as far as rappers? Who's other rappers that's under quality control? What you have to understand is this isn't the federal government. This is the Georgia Federal Investigation Department. It's GBI, right? So they're basically a federally funded state or operation or whatever, right? Some shit like that, right? So they're not really looking to snatch niggas from other states, but they have they get and give intel because they also, I guess, they like funded or some shit like that. Like they not playing over there. Tighten It Up TV said they might go after Young Nudie as well. I don't know who Young Nudie is, but why not? So I think when that person ran on stage, that was a warning. They warned him. And they probably warned him that his life might be in danger. Probably warned him. Remember, who's their biggest breadwinner now? These two niggas is in jail. Who's their biggest breadwinner? They might have warned them. For real. And that might be why, if you notice, some shit is going on with Little Durk also. Remember the shit that just happened in their block when them niggas got shot up? Tell me where I'm wrong. What you do in the dark shall come to the light. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Real quick, I just want to point something out. We've been going through a lot of bullshit on this channel, but I want to let you know. When a nigga get focused, 3.6 million in the last 4 weeks. 3.6 million views, and we're on a incline, as you can see. Remember, there's people that's telling you, I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. I want to take a second to say this. Remember, there's people telling you, I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. Just ask yourself, why is my numbers going up if I do not, forget their numbers. Why is my numbers going up if I don't know what I'm doing? Are you trying to tell me it's easy to get 1 million views on YouTube? Are you telling me anybody can do it? Because then I'll ask, why isn't everyone? But are you telling me that any single person at all could get 1 million views on YouTube? Because I got 3.6 right there. Just so we can be clear. They're lying to you. And they're doing it with the boldest of fucking faces. You have no idea how upset you should be at these motherfuckers that's lying to you, especially if you have a business that you're trying to promote. I just did 3.6 million views, and you could have been in some of those videos, and you chose not to because you believe something about me that isn't true. Have some things happened that was unfortunate? Unfortunate things happen in everybody's life. But you're believing that I don't know how to do something that I'm 100% capable of doing. You should ask yourself, why are they lying to you? That's what you should literally ask yourself. Why are they lying to you? And then also say, okay, so if Jack is so terrible, then how come? No, he's getting it because, okay, so why don't you do it? We're gonna give you 3 weeks. We give you 4 weeks, get to 1 million views. Jack did 3.6. Oh, you're not gonna be able to do that because you're gonna have to pay to make it happen. You just know that Jack can't pay to make it happen because his money ain't like that right now. So all of this shit gotta be organic. That's the part that hurt. Is that the part that hurt? That you know it's organic. That you know I didn't buy no views. You could lie to the public, but you know I didn't. Is that the part that hurt? Is that the part that hurt? That no matter what happens to me, if I get off the internet, stay on the internet, live, die, you would never be able to do the numbers that I do. Even when I'm not even putting out my best content. Is that the part that hurt? Is it that part? Imagine if I had fucking resources. Imagine if I had resources. Imagine if I had resources. Imagine. I don't even check women out, just in general. That's a real fact about me. I generally don't check women out at all. So if you ever see me looking at something and you think I'm checking a female out, generally I'm never doing that. I'm usually looking at somebody's fashion choices and designs. Literally. I'm like almost never checking anybody out. I'm usually looking at like their fashion designs and choices. And then I'm wondering like what they would look good in, you know, what they would look bad in, shit like that. This is real talk. I'm keeping this out with you, men and women. Dude, I do merch. I want to design clothes. I would love to know somebody that knows how to do the sewing shit. I would love to design clothes with somebody. So no, I've been never checking anyone out. I'm literally do that all the time everywhere I go. Whenever I see somebody, like, you know, dependent. Oh, yeah, I wonder what they would look good in. And remember, these are individuals that I wanted to model. So I should be looking and thinking about how to set that up. So no, you niggas is just see a thing, don't know what the fuck is going on, and then call it something that it ain't. That's it. I can't stop you from doing that. But that's your own predilections because you have your own sexual urges and desires. So of course, if you see me doing something and you don't know what I'm doing, you're gonna associate it with a feeling that you have or that you would be inclined to be associated with. And there's nothing I can do about that. We had this conversation earlier. People accuse you of doing stuff that they thinking. We just had this conversation a little earlier. Literally. So I don't know who's making that accusation, but I'm pretty sure they was checking out his daughter. I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know. That might be an issue. I need to start checking women out in public. I think it makes me feel guilty. I was checking a woman out. Hold on, stop everything. So I was in the supermarket the other day. So there was some. She was. I think she's Dominican. I don't know, but she was in there with like her mom's, and there was like some kid in there also. It could have been her son. So they was like right at the gate, right at the door when I first walked in at the produce area. So they was standing over there. So I was looking. I was like, damn, like she had a super fatty, like not for nothing. She was short too. That's how I like them. And she had a super fatty, right? So I was like, it looked like it could have been, you know, whatever, adopted, but I don't really care. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I walk over to the other side, and I don't care how fat the butt is. I need you to be somebody that I want to look into your eyes. That's important to me. So I turned around, and I was actually trying to see her, like how her face looked or whatever. She was pretty. She was alright. I was trying to. So I saw myself, felt myself checking her out, and then I turned around, and some ladies like, and then I was like, so that makes me feel guilty. So generally speaking, I just don't check people out. Like generally speaking. Like, you know, just so we can be clear. Like, generally speaking, I don't check people out. I would like to be in the fashion. I want to design clothes. That's a fact. I got some ideas that people aren't necessarily using. But I want to learn more about cuts. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's my own fact. That's my own shit. You gotta do what you like. When you do what you like, it's never work. You understand what I'm saying? It's never work when you do what you like. I like advertisement. I like posting shit. I like coming on here and talking about topics. I like this shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like dealing with idiots. You understand what I'm saying? But I like coming on here and talking about topics. I like engaging with you guys. I love making content. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love when I could just sit in front of my TV and in front of my computer and in front of my phones and just sit there all day long and everything's working appropriately and I could just reel off videos and just enjoy myself, catch a few phone calls, make sure everything is going like that's when BBN is ripping and running. I pick a couple of days out the week, get out the house, go find something outside for y'all to see. Like that's when BBN is ripping and running. That's when niggas are saying they wanted to get back to it. But I wasn't in the Stone Age. When we was at that point doing that type of shit, I had already spent like $3,000 in fucking hardware and software and shit. I already spent mad money on all my equipment. All my equipment was top notch. So when I get to the point where I got some top notch equipment, I'm gonna be able to get to a point where I'm gonna give that top notch content. Until then, we're gonna do what we're doing. That's the part everybody leaves out. when I used to turn my computer on and make a video, and the video get done like this, in comparison when I turn my computer on to make a video, and now I gotta wait for the shit to render. It takes 20, 30, 40 minutes. Sometimes an hour. And I just gotta sit here and wait. There's shit I could do. And I'm just like, I'm not saying that shit to complain, I'm just saying what it is. And I sit here and wait. You sit here and wait. Probably play a video game or two. Probably look for more content. What you gonna do? Then you put out one video and niggas be like, yo, that nigga lazy. And it's like, the fuck did you do? Working on what you got. And you're grateful for what you have. Because if I didn't have the computers, then I would be in a different situation that I would prefer not to be in, even less than this one. So I'm grateful for what I have. And it's all going up. And consider that I have shit that is hard to work with, and my numbers is going up like they are. Like I said before. Imagine if I had actual shit that I could work with. These niggas got all of the state of the art, everything. These niggas can't even get 1,000 fucking subs on their fucking channel. What the fuck is you doing? How you even talking to anybody else negative about their content that's monetized, and you are not even monetized? Mom, I keep telling y'all about Romans 2. Or read Romans 2, man. Or read Romans 2. Now, right now, I'm wishing I ate before the show started. We only at the 81-minute mark. I got more to say about this. Y'all want to talk about this a little bit more? We only at the 81-minute mark. Y'all want to talk about this a little bit more? Let's go. But if there's anything else that y'all want to bring up, put it in the comments. Pardon me. But if there's anything else that y'all want to bring up, put it in the comments. Listen, pay attention. I just want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Tighten up said, you're talking about people that just started YouTube or been doing it for years. There's a couple of people that's been doing it for years, and there's a couple of people that just started. But I'm talking about, well, first of all, just so we can be clear, if you just started YouTube and all of the content that you're making is about one other person, then that means that that's worse. Imagine a person deciding to get into a line of work and the only thing that they want to do is talk about one individual negatively. If that's not Satan, if that's not evil, if that's not evil, I don't know what is. Like, isn't that like, my dude Sebastian Tompkins said you're going to kill your brand before you even get started. My dude, every single time I bump into anybody and we talking and they know me and they be like, yo, them clowns. So nobody looks at any of these dudes with any respect. The only people that respect them is the people in their community that's happy to just hate on me for no reason. No people I'm actually running into anywhere is like, niggas is literally like, yo, you got a lot of clowns. And I say, what the fuck you want me to do? They think they winning though. Like, and like, how do you think you're gonna go work with someone if all of your content is bashing somebody? At some point, you're not thinking about you, so you're just gonna be in this one community through the entirety of your social media existence. You understand? You're just gonna be in this one little community. Bananas. Anyway, why don't you be a little bit more specific, Danny Gray? Be a little bit more specific. You bring up a topic or something and not trying to be disrespectful, but that's just so broad. Can you be a little bit more specific? With that being said, whoever the biggest gang is right now in Atlanta that has a ton of people still on the street, and y'all been putting niggas under, you niggas next. Let's forget about artists for a minute. Whatever gang in Atlanta that you still got a ton of people not locked up and y'all been putting people under, you niggas next. I don't care if you got a rapper attached to you. We know you do. Yeah, I can't see what window. What the fuck? Anyway, you talking about me checking out females that we see on Instagram and I'm saying, look at this hot shorty because I'm doing promotion for her at the moment? Is that what you're talking? You see how stupid they are? They talking about when I'm doing promotion for people and I'm trying to help promote whatever their brand is and I'm showing you them. Well, you can't, like, do you understand? These niggas don't even understand how to do this job, but they're telling you that I'm doing it wrong. They don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. What the fuck? They have no idea what my actual job is. They don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. They have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. All they know is that whatever they see me doing, they're going to say I'm doing the wrong thing. They don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. They have no idea what my job is. Danny Gray says, state to state, our black kids is dying from gangs and guns and fire. It's all by design. Let's talk. Everything that's going on in America is by design. That's just broad. I'm not saying I'm not trying to engage with the conversation, but we're talking about specific situations right now. That's just broad. That's too much room for me to talk about something and then for people to just have me explain. So I don't want to do it. Diesel for Life says, Lil Baby Offset straightening verse is straight indictment. I don't know what people want to hear or not want to hear, Danny Gray. I don't assume to know what everybody want to or not want to hear. I don't pretend to be able to know everything that's on everyone else's mind. Now, I would love to talk about the subject in which you're bringing up. I don't have a problem with that. But in order to talk about the subject matter, could we base it around something instead of just thin air? The subject matter, because right now I'm literally talking about guns and violence, the subject that you're bringing up for some strange reason, because we're talking about an indictment case involving a street gang. So then you ask me about the kids dying from gangs and gunfire. So since this is literally a subject in which I'm currently talking about, while you're asking me to stop talking about it and to talk about it, I need you to be a little bit more specific so I can understand exactly what aspect of this you would like to discuss. I'm not going to repeat myself again. Was I clear on that? I'm not talking to him. Anybody else want to answer me? Was I clear on that or was that not clear? Am I wrong? I'm curious. Sometimes people just ask questions so they can try to set you up to argue with you. Do you think Little Baby might be next on the RICO? We had 60 people vote so far. 53% said yes, 28% said no, 18% said 50-50. We're going to keep the vote up a little while longer. Like, what the hell? I'm literally talking about the thing right now. Right now! And he's asking me to change the subject to talk about it. So you don't want me to talk about the thing. What do you want to talk about? Playing games. What the fuck, yo? Anyway. I'm gonna do the thing you asked me to do, and that's just me continue to do what I'm doing. That's just gonna be me to continue to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do the thing you asking me to do. Waka Flocka cousin robbed the wrong house. Frenchie thought it was drugs in it. I don't know what you're talking about currently, and my phone is in the freezer because my phone just is always too hot to actually use. Usually. So my phone is in the freezer. And I'm putting it, you see me take it out the freezer a couple of minutes ago. So my phone get out the freezer and I can get it back turned on. Phone's in the freezer, man. I'll go check and see if it's cool. I don't know what to tell you, man. My phone's in the freezer, man. Oh yeah, I could Google it right here. Alright, cool. Let's go. Let's see what you're talking about. Oh no, I don't want to check it on here. Somebody might be trying to sneak it to my computer or something. I'm using my phone. I don't trust nothing. No. I think I heard about this. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how up on anything I am. So hold on. So I want to make sure I don't speak out of turn. But I do think I heard some weirdo shit about that. Now that you say retarded kid, part of my language. Now that you say a disabled kid get hit, mentally, I do think I remember hearing some shit like that. Like, no, that's a fact. Andrew DeLay says, yeah, Frenchie got locked up. CJ Rivera says, then the idiot took it to trial and blew after stealing an iPhone from the house and picture whipping an autistic kid. Shaking my head. These guys is idiots, man. I try to tell you, these people are not trying to thank you. You see how y'all just did that? Y'all talking about an actual event. Now we can have a conversation. Thank you very much. These dudes, I don't know, people are just, why they pistol whip the autistic kid? Probably because they wanted to shut him up and they don't know how to deal with, situation. He probably was having an episode. These dudes just be throwing their lives away, man. Gotta do something different. We gotta do something better. I'm not against having, we have to be able to organize for something other than criminality. Once again, we need resources in the hood. That's the only way. Resources is everything, right? I'm fortunate that when y'all pulled up on me, I had resources. When y'all first really started pulling up on the BBN, I already had resources. I've been doing this for a minute. The checks was coming. My shit was straight. My resources was already there. I was able to work. Jack Rock says, thought it was $100K in drugs in the house. Bad information going into some mad time. Yep. No, somebody set them up most likely. Andrew DeLay said, it's crazy. That's my boy from back in the days in Queens. They probably, somebody probably just set them up, man. They can set niggas up like that all the time. Send niggas to go rob somewhere or do some weirdo shit. And they know that the shit ain't there or they don't know. You understand what I'm saying? They just guessing. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas do that shit all the time. Niggas just be guessing. Because remember, people always think they know something and they don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to give you a perfect example. You know how people, I'm going to use myself, by the way. You know how people keep saying Jack Frost don't do no research or nothing like that? This got to be one of the first times y'all came in here. This is probably the second or third time anybody came in here in this chat in the last couple of weeks and asked me about a topic and I didn't really know anything about it. Let's just keep it to stat. It's got to be only the second or third time in a couple of weeks that anybody came in here and asked me about a topic when I said what y'all want to talk about, and I didn't know nothing about it. And you see how I go when I don't know nothing about it? I'm asking you about the situation. You put me on the game. But they say I don't do no research, and they say that I'm lazy. So how come I know almost everything that y'all want to come in here and talk about? Why do I feel so confident to say put it in the chat that I'm going to be able to know what you're talking about? Just be mindful. You understand what I'm saying? Keep trying to tell you they're tricking you. They're tricking you. Some of them already know. They just mad. They want my platform. They're trying to make me sell the channel or some shit. That's not going to happen. Don't even try to do that. That's a waste of time. You're going to have to, I don't know, if something, you're going to have to try to resurrect my apparitional ghost or some shit across the planes of realities and be like, yo, come on, Jack. That ain't happening. I don't know what to tell you. I always looked at myself as the guy that I'm going to be at some point where they're going to tell me that they're going to kill me if I don't sign that paper. And that's going to be the moment where I'm going to be like, I know why I was put here. And then I'm going to tell them niggas, I'm going to give them niggas this speech. Look, I'm going to tell you what speech I'm going to give them. I'm about to get demonetized, by the way. We're about to get demonetized. I'm about to play the speech. It's the speech I'm going to give them. They're going to be telling me, sign the paper, sign the BBN over to them. This is the speech I'm going to give them. This is the speech I'm going to give him. Hold on, I'm going to let you hear it. This is the speech I'm going to give him.
This wasn't no movie. The smart thing was to say yes, get up, and leave the room. But then I thought to myself, what if this was a movie? Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck those socks with the bell on it, fuck your gay-ass fairy faggot accent, fuck them cheap-ass cigars, fuck your yuck-mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, so for anybody that's the speech I'm giving. When them niggas is pulling up on me and let me know it's life or death or I don't gotta sign BB. Sign anything over. I don't care if it's a pair of shoes. That's the speech I'm giving. Rowdy Rebel is absolutely a fool. If you want to talk about it, I'll let you bring it up and then I'll discuss it. But Rowdy Rebel is definitely a fool. If you want to talk about it, should we talk about that? I'll talk about it. K-Goddess. I like K-Goddess. I think the fact that her whole house is pink, it does it for me. Like, I really like when females is like tough, but like super girly. Like they tough, but they're like super girly. Like, Now that's not me checking her out. Just so we could be clear. Because I wasn't checking her out when I was thinking about that. I was thinking about the archetype of the females in which I'm interested. My dude, if he did what they said he did, ain't he on probation? Ain't they? If he did what they say he did, he got RICOs. What is she drinking? It's too early for that.
When I'm born in Jamaica, don't wear no blue.
Oh, she faking it. It's a poor ski. And she just looked like she's so much fun. I like girls that I think I'm gonna joke around and hug a lot. Like, I like that. Like, whenever, if I think we have that energy where we gonna be laughing and hugging all the time, like, I like that energy. My dude, if you want to talk about it, we could talk about it. Apparently, Rowdy Rebel, allegedly, I don't know how true this is, but allegedly, Rowdy Rebel was letting off shots at, like, a pool party or some shit. I don't know how true this shit is. But allegedly, Rowdy Rebel was at a pool party and he started letting shots out. I don't know how true this is. I don't know what to tell you. But if that is what happened, whoo, he in trouble. Nah, Bobby Shmurda don't want no problems nowhere. Bobby Shmurda's doing it. Bobby Shmurda's doing it. Bobby Shmurda's doing it the way that you're supposed to be doing it. He getting his money and he's staying out the way. That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's them weirdo niggas that's gonna think you gotta stay beefing with niggas. You gotta stay beefing. You gotta stay arguing. You gotta keep some kind of conflict going. No, nigga. You don't have to. Rivera says, CJ Rivera said, glad Bobby separated themselves. They only hang out for work purposes. My dude, I'm letting you know right now. I don't think there's anything wrong with being the blood in the Crip. Obviously, you know my feelings on it. You have to deal with the blood in the Crip niggas that's not in the streets doing dirt. That's it. You can still deal with your peoples. You can still work with your peoples. But you gotta know you got your peoples that's out there in the field, and you know you got your peoples that's out there making that bread. You gonna have to choose. Because if you're standing next to them niggas in the field, you're gonna get caught up in a RICO. So you gotta figure out how to transfer your niggas over. All of the niggas that's in the field that you fuck with, you gotta have y'all gotta have that talk at one point or another. Yo, look. We making this legal money, homie. Now, I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do, but you're going to need to have a skill, and soon. Because we're not paying nobody to stand around. So you're going to have a skill. It don't have to be a rapper, singer, nothing. Go become a plug. Go talk to some people and find out some places where I could go show up and we could have some, and then they pay me. You're going to have to go find something out. Because we're not getting caught up in no RICOs, and I'm trying to keep you free just like I'm trying to keep me free. Our families need us. You see all of those people out there waiting to talk to me? I employ them. And they employ people. And their people might employ people. And everybody feeding somebody. So we got to figure out how to get this shit the legal way. Whatever crimes you have been a part of, you got to figure out how to get out of that shit. We got to figure something out. You need a couple of bucks, we'll figure it out. Maybe we link up a couple of y'all together and get out on some you know, maybe you got talents or skills that mesh well with somebody else. And we going to make something happen. You got any women in your family? Do they cook? Maybe we could get some food licenses together. Like, we got to figure something out. We buy food off of the Mexican people in the street. I know because I do. We buy fruit from everybody that's in the street selling fruit and food. Why are we not also doing this? There's money in that. Get your fucking vendor's licenses. Get your food serving licenses. There's money in that. I'm just telling you the shit that I plan on doing when I start getting to the bag. Back in Concourse Village, 158th Street, in that whole area, I still got some niggas over there that I fuck with and I love. They trying to do shit and they working on their own. And I'm staying over here so I don't interrupt them. But the minute I have an opportunity for them, I got to go pull up on them. There's niggas on the internet I fuck with. I just don't have no opportunity for them right now. As soon as I get an opportunity for them, I gotta pull up on them. Because that's what I do. You want to know what I do? For all the individuals that got some shit to talk, you want to know what I do? I'm going to tell you what I do right now. I get 3.6 million views in fucking 3 weeks. That's what I do. What do you do? With all due respect, shout out to Sebastian Thompson. Says he's in trade school for HVAC. That's work. I'm going to say something. Listen, I did moving and storage on and off for about 30 years. I worked as a security guard for about 5 years at various different places. I worked in sanitation in Georgia at a chicken hatchery. Where else I worked? And this is just, I worked picking fucking Vidalia onions in a fucking field when I was in Georgia. I have a respect for Mexican people that you cannot understand. I have a respect for Mexican people that you cannot understand. Those are literally the hardest working people, and not because I've seen 1 or 2 work hard. What I'm saying is, I've seen so many hard working Mexicans. I have such a high level of respect. I can't even explain. Because until you stood out in a motherfucking field and tried to pick onions, you don't tell me about being a slave. Copy? All of you black folk that love throwing that slave card out there. I want absolutely every single motherfucking one of you to take at least one day, go down to Georgia or one of these states where they gotta pick fucking something in the field. Take your family and y'all go out there and just try to do an hour. Try to do an hour. And you'll realize why they had to have black people out there working in the sun and why they couldn't do it. Shout out to Springs. Tighten up. Am I not talking the truth? The fuck? And niggas say, and remember, I'm the lazy one. I'm the lazy YouTube guy that's done all of these different wild ass careers and jobs in my life. All over America. I also used to work fucking in a industrial laundromat when I lived in fucking Tennessee. I'm lazy. Like, I don't deserve this. Like, I haven't worked my whole entire life, then created a platform, and I don't deserve to have my platform. The fuck? Somebody else deserves to have my platform that has not put in half of the work as a man that I have. All the D glasses preach, my brother. All of the facts. Why niggas is always trying to... Not us, obviously. If you're a Frost, you cannot steal one of our fucking slogans. It's your slogan also. If you're a Frost. Copy? Copy? But why is everybody always trying to steal our verbiage? Why is so many other platforms saying shit the way that we say shit over here? If I'm not popping. If we not popping, Why is niggas always trying to steal our slang? Name me somebody that has better merch. We're not doing that. I'm not even here for this no more. What we talking about? What time is it? The fuck? What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? I just took my phone out the refrigerator, out the freezer. This shit is still, it's hot right now. It's super hot. I gotta go turn it off. This shit's crazy. This shit's bananas. Your phone is always on, y'all. I promise you. Keep trying to tell you. Phone's always on. I just turned the phone on and I just looked at it. It was just mad apps open in the background. That shit was crazy. My phone be hot when I turn the shit off. This shit be bananas. I don't need it right now anyway, so I'm turning it off. The basketball footage, we're going to be dropping a lot of basketball footage today also, by the way. Our basketball footage should be dropping today, by the way, so we're going to have a ton of clips. I'm not going to have the whole entirety. There's still a lot of shit that I want to do, but I can't do it right now because I don't currently have the programs. So we all going to be dropping some of our basketball footage today. It's not going to be in its totality but it's gonna gradually improve and increase as I add things and take things away from it. So now we have to add a lot of stuff. So it's gonna gradually change as we're able, just so we can be clear. Especially when we get Premiere Pro back, then there's a lot of things I'm gonna be able to do that I just can't do right now. I do have a plan to do something else, though. That might work. Anyway, with that being said, I don't want to end early. Is there anything that y'all want to talk about? Because the place is still not ready for me to have lunch. Is there anything that y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Put it in all of the chats. Yeah, but also, remember, I just want to be clear on this. Like, I've done hard labor like my whole entire life. There's no way in the world I can be lazy. I've done hard labor my whole life. I can't be lazy. It can't, whatever the fuck you think you seeing, it can't be that. That it can't be. It can't be that. I used to work in the fucking onion fucking fields. I did it for one day. I didn't even do it the whole day. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If y'all go out there an hour, I promise you, you're not going to be able to stay out there an hour. Some of y'all ain't going to be able to stay out there 40 minutes. Some of y'all ain't going to be able to stay out there 20 minutes. I promise you. I promise you. It's a different type of fucking heat and anger and upset and frustration and can't get away from this. It's different. It's different. And if you've ever moved anybody, imagine moving somebody every day. And some days you move 2 or 3 people. This is what I did for a living. You know, not every building has an elevator. This is what I did for a living. Sometimes you got to park the truck and then 2 blocks away. There's just no parking. There's nothing you can do about it. This is what I did for a living. So pay attention when you hear people telling you I'm lazy. How? How? I lack resources. Period. There is nothing else. Copy? There is nothing else. Anybody telling you anything else, they're just lying to you. You should be offended. I have not in this poll. Anybody telling you anything else, man, they just lying to you. You should be offended. For real, for real. So 67 people voted. Said, do you think Lil Baby might be next on a RICO? 49% said yes. 29% said no. 20% said 50-50. 67% voted. Shout out to that. So what's that? 49%. So what's that? 28% maybe said yeah. I mean 28 maybe said yeah. Something, wait, 67, 20, 20, 30, 30, 30, 31, 31, 32 probably said yeah, and the rest said no. Do the numbers for me if anybody can do that. I want to be clear on something. I 100% think that we need to stand with our rappers, and even more importantly, we need to stand with our people in our community that have made mistakes. And because just because somebody's made a mistake, it doesn't mean that we should cast them away. So I'm 100% for that. Let's just be clear. Now, with that also being said, I don't believe that we should just have the right to get away with committing crimes against a people just because it's your own people. And I think often black people believe that if you commit a crime against another black person, the police isn't supposed to come back and get you. The only people that's supposed to come back and get you is the streets. And I think there's people that literally believe that if they commit a crime, they're black. If they commit a crime against another black person, then the police isn't supposed to get involved. The only way anything is supposed to happen to them is if that black person can make it happen to them. And I think that this is the way that people are moving about and going about their business. Like, you have people literally that think that they should be able to commit a crime against you, and if you call the police, you're snitching. What the fuck are you talking about? You committed a crime. I'm not snitching. How? What makes you think I want to play this game with you? I don't want to play no games with nobody. Just so we can be clear. So there's no reason for anybody to think I'm joking. I'm never joking with nobody. I'm not playing none of these games with none of these niggas. I don't like them. I don't like the person pulling their strings. So I'm never going to like them. Just so we can be clear. I don't like the person pulling their strings. So I'm never going to like them. That's just not a possibility. It's not a thing that can happen. And I'm never going to give in. And I'm never going to change my mind about evil. So doing more evil isn't going to make me be like, oh man, no. So, because people sometimes think that if they do more evil to you, you're going to give in. So if somebody do more evil to you, you have to get stronger on your convictions. So the more evil people do to you, the more stronger you have to get on your convictions. Not the other way around. So whenever somebody do evil to you, you have to be stronger in your convictions. They do more evil, stronger in your convictions. They do more evil, stronger in your convictions. They do more evil, stronger in your convictions. And that's why if you're arguing with me, it's never going to be a situation where you're arguing with me and we become cool. That just doesn't happen. Especially if you say something, you're just lying. Like if we just have a just so I could be clear, if we just have a difference of an opinion, that's one thing. But if you're just because we just have a difference of an opinion, that's not an argument. You understand what I'm saying? It's a debate. You have an opinion, I have an opinion. We're debating. But I'm saying if you're a person that's just trying to just argue with me all the time, I'm never gonna want to talk to you. I promise you. You don't add anything to the conversation. All you're doing is saying the opposite of everything that you hear me say. All you do is hear me say a thing and then turn that into a way that you can have the opposing view. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. I'm surprised you niggas be having time for that. Honestly, I'd be surprised if you niggas be having time for that. I'd be like, you got time for that? You really just go up to a person and listen to what they're saying and just you get your entertainment on trying to frustrate and get them angry? Like, what kind of, like, so you just openly just worship the devil? Alright, shout out to you. I ain't gonna be mad at you. You are free to worship and have whatever as your God that you choose to have as your God. Who am I to tell you that? I can't control that. We have free choice. We all have free choice, free will. You can't send a person to hell unless they have free will. People don't get it. They think free will is a blessing. Imagine if God would just make us do all of the things every single time that made us happy and kept us inside of his graces. Because he could do that. But instead he gave us free will. And since he gave us free will, that means that our lives are always going to be chaotic. Because we're always going to have people that's going to choose chaos. We're always going to have people that's going to choose things that go against even their best interests. So we have free will. You can't send people to hell without free will. I didn't say that I didn't say that I needed life. And why are you trying to change the subject? How about that? Why are you trying to change the subject? How about that? Mike Hawkins. That's it. That's a man's name. Shout out to that guy. I hope they're happy. I hope they're happy. Kendra's a beautiful woman and she's a good person. I hope he makes her happy. I mean, I don't know what you expect to hear from me. I want the best for her, so I hope he's doing her well. I hope they're happy. I mean, I don't know how you expect me to respond to this. I want the best for Kendra. Like, how do you expect me to respond to this? You want me to be angry? Or are you trying to say my brother is having sex with Kendra? Well, it's not my business who my brother's having sex with, and it's not my business who Kendra's having sex with. Although I really doubt that. But it's not my business who's having sex with who. If they're having sex with each other, I hope they're having a happy life. What the fuck you want me to say? CJ Rivera says, "Hey Jack, Fetty wanted for the shooting. I just seen the post. Fetty." Turn my phone on. I gotta turn it on because of shit. I'm turning it on for like a minute. That shit gonna get super hot though, so we have to turn it right back on. I'm paranoid about it, but I'm just gonna put it in right here and see what we get. I think this is a bad idea. I should take the chance, but I'm gonna take it. I don't see anything on anything yet involving that, but okay. Send the post to my Instagram. This one right here. Send it to my Instagram. This one right here. Oh, BBNN. I don't know what to tell you. What the fuck, yo? Okay. Okay, nobody got time for that. And just doing stuff. It's just, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, send that to, that's my Instagram. Send it there. There should be a dot over there. Alright, so that's not my Instagram. This is my Instagram. I wonder why that shit looks like that. I'm actually why I'm having so many problems right now with this thing. Alright, that's my Instagram. Send it to my Instagram. If you have something that alludes to what you're talking about, because I don't see it and I don't know what you're talking about. Also, for the individual, you'll have to hit. I keep telling everybody, hit me on my BBN network. Hit me on BBN network. I'm having a problem with my Jack Frost account right now because of a thing that I don't want to say why I'm having a problem, because I don't want somebody to try to take advantage of the issue that I have right now. But it's not me trying to get no fucking money from nobody and them stealing my account. That is 100% not it. Also, Drake is rumored to be arrested in Sweden. I do not know if this is true, but Drake is rumored to be arrested in Sweden. I got a ton of shit to say. No. I think I'm gonna save. And this is why this dude just asked me, could I get his page? I'm not going to tell you what it is. This dude just asked me, could I get his page over 1,000 subs and he has no content. There's no content. There's no content. I'm not responding to that guy's page. I'm not responding to that guy no more. Oh, somebody said it was fake? Yeah, but that shit is crazy. Somebody sent me that shit. Drake arrested? No. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. No, all of you rappers that's leaving America, y'all should all be concerned. You don't know what kind of influence Russia have over the rest of the world. Y'all should all be concerned. This is what I wanted to say. All of you rappers and everybody else in high figures in America and in Canada that might be going to other countries over there in Europe, all of y'all be careful and be safe. You don't know what kind of influence Russia might have. They might be ready to figure out a way to snatch up more people. So y'all rappers, be careful. For real, for real. I wouldn't be traveling outside America right now. Unless I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Right now it's time for planes to get hijacked and everything. I wouldn't be traveling outside of America. I wouldn't be traveling outside of America. Right now it's time for planes to get hijacked and disappear. All types of weirdo shit is ready to be happening right now. Yeah, I hear how Japan was just complaining that China and Russia is doing nuclear fucking drills over there near some islands near them. There's all types of shit going on right now. I wouldn't be traveling all over the place unless in other countries unless you just have no choice. I just won't be doing it. If you're an American. If you're like somebody else, you're fine. But if like you're an American or Canadian, I just won't be doing it. I find some shit to stay busy close to home. Real talk. I stay busy. Find something to stay busy with close to home. I'm gonna let y'all go. Look for some. I'm got some basketball content. I guys got to get this shit straight. I think we're gonna get everything right. We're gonna get some basketball content out today. There's a couple of dope plays. I'm gonna shoot it better next time. I gotta get up and down the court a little bit better with the basketball players. See, the court is small, so I'm trying to like stay out of the way also while I'm trying to film, just so we could be clear. Cause the court is kind of small, but when we play with 4 players, I think the games are better than when we play with 5. When we play with 5, it's just too cluttered. When we play with 4, I think it's better because it's like a small court, and I think the games go fluid and a little bit quicker also. Because you know we're not fighting over space every 2 seconds. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. We need to go get lunch. Everybody go get lunch. Do some stuff. I might actually go play basketball today. I think I might go out there and just shoot around a little. Nothing too tough. Nothing too tough. Not too crazy. With that being said, look, I love y'all. Everybody, just go out there, do some good shit into the world. Be productive. Try to encourage others. Remember, whenever we're helping somebody else be the best of them that they could be in that moment, we being the best us that we could be. So just go out there and be great, man. God first. Try to speak positivity. Try to speak power, strength in the individuals. Whenever you see an opportunity to do good for somebody, attempt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't always be successful, but don't feel that you don't have a choice. You know, we have a choice to choose certain things. Let's choose a little bit more of the positive aspects of our personalities and of our characters over the negative aspects of our personalities, of our character. Just a little bit more. Let's just try to do that. With that being said, I love y'all. Pull up for tonight's show tonight. We got content. Please go pull up on some videos. Leave some comments. I'm responding back to comments. Also, we're gonna be dropping some content today. Please be mindful. It's gonna be coming through. I'm gonna try to get out some regular videos today. Also, I wasn't able to get none out yesterday. I'm gonna try to get some regular videos out. Also, hopefully before. I don't want to give you that time. So be mindful. I'm working on what I'm working on, and I'm trying the best that I can. And not for nothing, even with limited, whatever it is, the people that's telling you that I'm lazy still can't produce more content than me. Why is that? Also, before we go, my Reels is a great place to advertise your business. If you would like to advertise your business on my Reels, which even the people that want me to fail will tell you is doing incredible numbers. If you would like to advertise your business on my Reels or promote anything on my Reels, all you have to do is hit me at the BBNNETWORK page on Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to discuss the options that we can do inside of your budget. With that being said, like, comment, subscribes, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.